Chicago's near South Side is one of the most dynamic communities here. From a Native American homeland, it is currently in the midst of a metamorphosis of progress in junction with mega developments within Chicago. Southbridge will bring new life to the Chicago community. This is Gabby with Nex-Gen Real Estate and Property Management, serving Chicagoland in their real estate needs. And if you want to stay connected, subscribe to get updated on our latest content. As always, click on the link below to schedule a free consultation with me. Today, I will discuss the newest real estate development in the near South Side community, the Southbridge. The community builders and McCaffrey are currently building Southbridge in Chicago's near South Side area. This is a development plan to achieve best-in-class urban and sustainable standards while connecting the neighborhoods of South Loop, Chinatown, and Bronzeville. This dynamic location offers fresh life to a neighborhood famed for its energy and history. Southbridge will have 206 mixed-income apartment units on floors 2 through 6, with studios, 1-bedroom, and 2-bedroom layouts, and approximately 17,000 square feet of retail space on the ground level. Let's go back in history. In 1955, Harold Holmes, an 11-building, 1,006-unit development designed by prominent Chicago-based architectural firm Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, opened its doors. In 1969, Cermak Chinatown Red Line, the L station, opened. In 1977, 22nd Street Green Line L at 12 East Cermak Road station closed due to low ridership. So then Harold's home is demolished in 2010, and after many years of community appeals, CHA launched a search for redevelopment partners in 2014 and selected the community builders and McCaffrey Investments the following year. The Chicago City Council approved zoning for Southbridge in 2019. Permits for the buildings at 2310 and 2344 South State Streets were approved back in late October of 2019. Southbridge Master Owner LLC is listed as the owner of the applications, with McShane Powers Joint Venture listed as the general contractor, and Nia Architects is listed as the architect of record for the two structures. So what does Southbridge have to offer? Southbridge is a diverse multi-use neighborhood. It has mixed income housing, rich retail spaces, and transit-oriented developments. A new public plaza anchored by a new community recreational facility unites an existing park with a proposed recreational field along with residential units. The entire Southbridge project is zoned for a total of 972 mixed-income homes plus 65,000 square feet of retail. Roughly 45% of its 847 rental units will be offered at an affordable rate, and 20% of the 125 for-sale residences will be affordable. There are two residential towers on the Southbridge. The two buildings, 2310 South Street and 2344 South Street, and are located on the State Street between 23rd and West 24th Street. Each building will contain a mixture of 103 affordable and market rate apartments. These apartments feature 9-foot ceiling heights, luxury vinyl tile throughout, quartz kitchen countertops, contemporary tile backsplashes and baths, stainless steel kitchen appliances, stacked washer and dryer, and spacious walk-in closets. Select units are also come with private balconies. Apartment units range from 490 to 580 square feet for a studio and are priced between $1,425 and $1,600 for market rate residents. One bedroom scale from 570 square feet to 770 square feet, with prices ranging from $1,600 to $1,950 for a market rate unit. Lastly, two bedrooms fall between $915 and $1,115 square feet, priced between $2,125 and $2,400. Affordable options are limited to those making less than 60% of the area median income, in compliance with the Department of Housing and Urban Development. The 23rd place provides the City of Chicago with new, well-appointed flats. At the confluence of the South Loop, Chinatown, Bronzeville, and the Motor Raw District, you'll find active community amenities and fascinating retail locations. Southbridge planned for 65,000 square feet of retail space. Here you can shop and dine at local cafes, artisan boutiques, and regional retailers. It also seeks to complement the Chicago Near South Side community with the best in-class amenities. Building-wide amenities include spaces such as a resident rooftop lounge, demonstration kitchen, outdoor grills, fire pits, a state-of-the-art fitness center, a private conference room, a dog spa, bike storage, terraces, and community flex space for events and celebrations. Southbridge also features Park 540, a 5-acre nature park. Walking trails, a playground, a picnic shelter, a basketball court, restrooms, and a skate park are all available in the park. Jones Track and Field. The transit-oriented development will also provide quick access to the adjoining Jones College Prep Track and Field Complex, both of which are operated by the Chicago Park District. As a TOD, or transit-oriented development, Southbridge is designed to give everyone equal access to local and citywide opportunities and resources using the most efficient and healthy combination of transportation. At the lowest financial and environmental cost and with the highest resilience to disruption. The development will have rear surface level parking for 108 vehicles. There's also a variety of public transit options in the immediate vicinity, including north and southbound Route 29 stops at the adjacent corners of both State and 23rd, as well as State and 24th. Other buses in the area include stops for Route 21 at Cermak, McCormick Place, Green Line Station, less than a 3-minute walk northeast of the northern building. Red Line service can be found at the Cermak's Chinatown station via an 8-minute walk northwest. And lastly, Metro service is accessible at McCormick Place Station via a 20-minute walk east. The first phase's construction will coincide with a number of infrastructure updates, including new sewers, the rehabilitation of 23rd and 24th and Dearborn Streets, and the creation of a new roadway known as the 23rd Place. The southern building, 2344 South State Street, is ahead of other buildings in the Southbridge. The metal framework has been erected on the outer edge and interior of both the ground and second stories, as well as the second floor deck and concrete slab. The concrete slab for the third floor deck has also been poured. In both stories, facade infill has begun, with the sheathing left exposed until the final brick cladding is applied. The rest of the Southbridge development is hard at work in ongoing construction. Southbridge developers expect completion of the project around late spring or early summer of 2022. Chicago's Near South Side is an area worth visiting, full of history and diverse culture. It is now in the midst of transformation through real estate development. It is a sustainable, transit-oriented development that seeks to create a neighborhood with mixed-income housing and diverse metropolitan amenities. Like I'm saying, it is still under contract, but it definitely has the potential to revitalize the near north-south side. What do you think about the Southbridge development in Chicago's Near South Side? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, wish your future.